Do you often find yourself lying awake at night, caught in a whirlwind of endless thoughts, worrying about the past or imagining worst-case scenarios for the future? Are you someone who constantly struggles with self-doubt and wonders what others think of you? If the answer is yes, then you might be trapped in the tangle of overthinking. But don't worry, you're not alone. Overthinking is a common problem that affects many people. It not only causes stress and anxiety, but also hinders you from achieving your goals in life. The good news is, there's a way out. In this video, we'll explore effective strategies to tame overthinking based on Stoic philosophy, an ancient school of thought that emphasizes calmness, reason, and emotional mastery. Subscribe to our channel and hit the notification bell so you don't miss valuable lessons that will help you find peace of mind and live a more fulfilling life. Join me on this journey now, so you can free yourself from negative thoughts and move towards a brighter future. Step 1. Understanding the roots of overthinking. Just as a skilled detective follows clues to uncover the truth, the first step in addressing overthinking is to identify its root causes. Our minds are like intricate mazes, and those persistent thoughts are the winding, confusing paths that lead us astray. To escape this labyrinth, we need to illuminate every corner, recognizing the culprits hiding behind the ceaseless stream of thoughts. Each of us has our own weak points, knots in our souls, that are easily triggered and ignite a whirlwind of thoughts. It could be the fear of rejection when confessing your feelings to someone you love, the anxiety about an important presentation in front of a crowd, or the haunting memories of past mistakes. Sometimes it's simply insecurity about your appearance, your abilities, or how others perceive and judge you. Take the time to observe and listen to the signals from your mind and body. When do you feel thoughts starting to overwhelm you, causing you to lose focus and be unable to enjoy the present moment? In what situations are you prone to anxiety and overthinking? Is it when you face an important decision, when you feel unsafe, or when you're criticized by someone? Record these observations in a notebook or journal. Identifying and documenting these culprits will give you a clearer picture of the problem, a deeper understanding of yourself and what's happening in your mind. From there, you can find suitable solutions to address each specific cause, gradually untangling the knots in your heart and rediscovering peace of mind. Remember, awareness is the first and most crucial step towards change. When you understand what's going on in your mind, you gain the ability to control and steer your thoughts in a more positive direction. Don't let negative thoughts control you. Become the master of your own mind. Step 2. Practicing mindfulness. Once you have identified the culprits causing excessive thinking, the next step is to confront them with the light of mindfulness. Mindfulness is not a magic trick that makes all thoughts disappear, but rather the ability to observe them objectively without judgment. When negative thoughts arise, don't try to push them away or get lost in them. Simply acknowledge them. Observe them like clouds passing through the sky of your mind. Imagine your mind as a river. Thoughts are like leaves floating on that river. When you're not mindful, you get caught up in the flow of those leaves, overwhelmed and carried away by them. But when you practice mindfulness, you stand on the bank, observing the flow and the leaves passing by. You're no longer swept away by them, but can choose how to respond to them. Remember, thoughts are just thoughts. They are not absolute truths. Don't let negative thoughts control you. Don't judge or try to suppress them. Simply acknowledge their existence and gently let them go. Once you realize that thoughts are just thoughts, you can start to challenge them. Ask yourself, is this really true? Am I worrying about something real or just an intangible fear? When you question and examine your thoughts objectively, you'll realize that most of them have no basis in reality. They are just illusions created by the mind. Mindfulness not only helps you identify and understand negative thoughts, but also helps you develop the ability to control them. When you can observe your thoughts without being swept away by them, you have the power to choose more positive and constructive thoughts. You will no longer be a slave to your mind, but become its master. Step 3. Ask yourself, will this still matter to me in 5 years? Overthinking and chronic worry often stem from us dwelling on things beyond our control. We get caught up in past events, things we cannot change. For instance, you might constantly berate yourself for a mistake made years ago, or dwell on a failed relationship. We also worry about what others think of us, fearing judgment or rejection. We fear potential future failures, losses, or not achieving our goals. All these thoughts are like relentless waves, drowning us in a sea of anxiety and insecurity. But do these worries truly serve us? Can they alter the past or guarantee a perfect future? The reality is, most of what we worry about never happens. Or if it does, we possess the strength to face and overcome it. So why do we let these futile thoughts occupy our minds and steal the peace of the present? Stoic philosophy, with its emphasis on focusing on what's within our control, offers a fresh perspective on dealing with anxiety. Instead of letting your mind get caught in a spiral of negativity, ask yourself, will this still matter to me in 10 years? If the answer is no, gently let it go. This seemingly simple question holds immense power. It helps us view the issue from a broader, long-term perspective. It helps us distinguish between truly important concerns and trivial worries, thus freeing our minds from unnecessary burdens. When you realize that most of your worries won't matter after a while, you'll find it easier to let them go. You'll be able to focus on the present, on what you can do to create a better future, instead of wasting time and energy on unproductive thoughts. Step 4. Living fully in the present, the key to peace and happiness. The past is gone, the future is yet to come. Only the present truly exists. The saying, if you are sad, you are living in the past. If you are anxious, you are living in the future. But if you are at peace, you are living in the present, affirms a profound truth. Happiness and peace can only be found when we live fully in the present moment. Immersing ourselves in the past, we easily get caught in a whirlwind of regrets, guilt, and remorse. Mistakes, losses, and unfulfilled desires continue to haunt our minds, preventing us from escaping the shadows of the past. On the other hand, worrying about the future is equally dangerous. It sows seeds of fear, anxiety, and doubt in our hearts, causing us to lose faith in ourselves and our abilities. Only when we learn to let go of the past and the future, focusing entirely on the present, can we find true peace. Feel each breath, each heartbeat, each sensation on your skin. Appreciate the beauty of nature, listen to the birds singing, and admire the blooming flowers. Cherish every moment with your loved ones. Listen to them, share with them, and love them with all your heart. Living fully in the present doesn't mean ignoring the past or the future. The past holds valuable lessons that help us grow, and the future holds goals for us to strive towards. But don't let them dominate your mind. Let them be companions, helping you live a more meaningful and fulfilling life in the present. Because in the end, all we have is the present. Cherish every moment, live fully, and love wholeheartedly, so that every day that passes is a day worth living. Step 5. Express your thoughts. A fantastic way to cope with overwhelming thoughts is to share them openly and honestly. Don't let negative emotions and thoughts fester inside. Give them an outlet. Personally, I always choose to express my thoughts as soon as possible. I understand that keeping unnecessary thoughts in my head only makes my mind heavy and tired. I want to keep my soul at peace, not only for better productivity, but also to enjoy peaceful and restful sleep. When problems arise, I try to address them immediately through open communication, rather than letting them simmer and become a lingering obsession. If you feel hurt or upset by someone's words or actions, don't hesitate to talk to them directly. For example, if a friend unintentionally says something that makes you sad, gently share with them that you feel hurt and explain why. Sincere and respectful communication not only helps resolve misunderstandings, but also makes you feel relieved and more at ease. Additionally, journaling is a great way to release pent-up thoughts. Take some time before bed to write down what happened during the day and the emotions you experienced. Journaling is like a natural therapy, helping you release negative thoughts and emotions, thereby finding peace of mind. Besides, you can also turn to creative activities like drawing, playing a musical instrument, or simply immersing yourself in your favorite melodies. Physical activities such as jogging, yoga, or going to the gym are also excellent ways to release negative energy and balance your emotions. Remember, you don't have to face overthinking alone. Reach out to trusted friends, family, or even a therapist to share and receive support. Sometimes just a word of encouragement, a warm hug, or sincere advice is enough to help you overcome difficulties and find peace of mind. Step 6. Instead of dwelling on the problem, seek the light of the solution. Life isn't always a bed of roses. On the long and winding journey of life, we inevitably encounter twists and turns, steep slopes, and unexpected storms. These could be setbacks at work, cracks in relationships, or even painful losses that leave us feeling lost and hopeless. However, it is precisely in these darkest moments that we have the opportunity to showcase our true resilience and strength. Instead of dwelling in the darkness of the problem, seek the light of the solution. When faced with difficulties, we tend to focus on the negatives, on the seemingly insurmountable obstacles and barriers. We worry, fear, and feel powerless in the face of what's happening. But the truth is, focusing on the problem only increases our stress and diminishes our ability to see the situation objectively. Remember, every challenge carries within it an opportunity. Just like dark clouds obscure the sun, but after the rain, the sky becomes clearer and more vibrant than ever. Instead of indulging in negative thoughts, shift your focus towards finding solutions. Ask yourself, what can I do to change the situation? What resources can I utilize? Who can support me during this time? When you focus on solutions, you activate your creative thinking and problem-solving abilities. You'll discover new paths, new approaches that you hadn't considered before. Remember that every problem is an opportunity to learn and grow. Don't let difficulties discourage you. Face them with courage, seek solutions, and turn them into stepping stones on your path to success. As Helen Keller, a woman who was blind and deaf from a young age, once said, "Character cannot be developed in ease and quiet. Only through experience of trial and suffering can the soul be strengthened, ambition inspired, and success achieved. So, hold your head high, believe in yourself, and keep moving forward. Because it is in the darkest moments that we can discover our hidden strength and shine our brightest." Step 7. Accepting imperfection. A path to inner peace. Life is inherently filled with imperfections, and we must accept this as an inseparable part of reality. Marcus Aurelius, the Roman emperor and a renowned Stoic philosopher, wrote in his Meditations, "Learn to love the disorder of nature, for it's precisely this disorder that brings about the true beauty of the world." From this statement, we understand that disorder and imperfection are the essence of life, and instead of resisting it, we should learn to appreciate and accept it. In modern society, we are surrounded by images and ideals of perfection. Social media, mass media, and cultural standards have established high benchmarks for what is considered perfect in life. Perfect bodies, perfect relationships, perfect careers. However, chasing these standards often leads to unnecessary dissatisfaction and stress. According to Stoic philosophy, this stems from our attempt to control factors that are beyond our control. Epictetus once said, "There are things in life that are beyond your control, and when you try to change them, you are only making yourself suffer." The pursuit of perfection is a prime example of attempting to control the uncontrollable. Instead of focusing on changing what is beyond our control, we should concentrate on how we react to these factors. This shift in focus helps us reduce anxiety and dissatisfaction, leading to inner peace. Accepting that nothing is perfect is the first step toward achieving peace in life. According to Stoic philosophy, we must learn to distinguish between what we can control and what we cannot. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "Remember that you can achieve peace by adjusting your thoughts according to nature and reason." Accepting imperfection does not mean giving up effort or ceasing to improve oneself. On the contrary, it helps us focus on doing our best within our capabilities without being drawn into dissatisfaction when the results fall short of our expectations. We can strive to do the best job possible, but if the final outcome is not perfect, we should not blame ourselves or feel disappointed. Imperfection is present not only in our personal lives, but also in our relationships with others. In relationships, we often set high expectations for perfection from our partners, and when they fail to meet these expectations, we easily feel disappointed, angry, or hurt. Stoic philosophy advises that we should accept others as they are, with all their strengths and weaknesses. Epictetus once said, "Do not demand that others be perfect. Accept them as they are." When we learn to accept others' flaws, we can build more sustainable, less stressful relationships and create space for understanding and forgiveness. This not only strengthens the relationship, but also brings us greater peace, as we are no longer burdened by unrealistic expectations. One of the most important aspects of accepting imperfection is learning to forgive ourselves. We are often our harshest critics, constantly berating ourselves for making mistakes or failing to achieve the goals we set. Stoic philosophy teaches that excessive self-criticism only adds to our mental burden and diminishes our inner peace. Seneca, one of the great Stoic philosophers, said, "No one is perfect, and no one should demand perfection from themselves." When we learn to forgive our mistakes, we open the door to progress and personal growth without being weighed down by self-blame. Forgiving ourselves also brings us peace, as we no longer have to battle against unattainable expectations. Step 8. Breaking free from the chains of comparison, a journey to discovering true value. In modern society, where social media and the media continuously celebrate perfect images and dazzling successes, it is easy for us to fall into the trap of comparison. We look at those around us, comparing their talents, appearance, and social status to our own, and then torment ourselves for feeling inferior, not good enough. This comparison, like a toxic worm, gnaws at our souls, sowing seeds of inferiority, anxiety, and insecurity. Stoic philosophy, an ancient school of thought that emphasizes self-control and inner peace, offers us a different perspective on this issue. Instead of comparing ourselves to others, we should focus on developing and perfecting ourselves. Each person has their own unique path, a singular journey with different challenges and opportunities. When we accept this and stop comparing, we find peace within, no longer haunted by the unrealistic standards imposed by society. Imagine yourself as a seed. Each seed has the potential to grow into a lush, green tree, but each type of tree has its own shape, size, and growth rate. A rose bush cannot compare itself to an oak tree, for they have their own distinct beauty and value. Similarly, each of us is an independent individual with our own talents and abilities. Comparing ourselves to others only makes us lose confidence and joy in life. A prime example is the story of two close friends. One always excels academically, while the other has a talent for art. If the artistically gifted friend keeps comparing himself to the academically successful one, he will only feel inferior and disappointed. But if he recognizes and nurtures his own talent, he can become a brilliant artist, bringing beauty and emotion to the world. Another example is the story of a woman who constantly compares her appearance to models in magazines. She feels she is not beautiful enough, not perfect enough. But she forgets that everyone has their own unique beauty, and true beauty comes from confidence and self-love. When she learns to accept and love herself, she will shine in her own way, attracting others with her sincerity and positive energy. Stoic philosophy reminds us that happiness does not come from comparing ourselves to others, but from living a meaningful and authentic life. Focus on developing your positive qualities, pursuing your passions, and living a life of purpose. When you do this, you will realize that you don't need to compare yourself to anyone else because you are already the best version of yourself. Remember, your life is unique and has its own value. Don't let comparison steal your joy and happiness. Focus on your own journey, cherish what you have, and continually strive to be the best version of yourself. Because when you shine in your own way, you will inspire and bring light to the world around you. Step 9. Listening to intuition. Intuition, like a silent companion, always accompanies us, whispering warnings about potential dangers. It resembles a primitive survival instinct, urging us to steer clear of perilous places. In modern life, when faced with important decisions, complex relationships, or tempting opportunities, the unease that creeps into our minds can be a sign that our intuition is trying to protect us from unnecessary harm and mistakes. Stoic philosophy does not teach us to avoid or shy away from life's challenges. Instead, it encourages us to cultivate mindfulness and the ability to make wise decisions. In a world full of pressure and chaos, knowing when to pause, observe, and avoid negative energy is a crucial skill for protecting inner peace and mental well-being. Imagine you are facing a new project at work, but you lack the necessary information, knowledge, and resources. A feeling of unease arises, signaling potential risks. Instead of recklessly diving in, you can listen to your intuition, take the time to gather more information, prepare thoroughly, or even decline if the project does not align with your capabilities and goals. Similarly, in social relationships, intuition helps us recognize and avoid toxic connections where we feel controlled, disrespected, or exploited. By listening to our inner voice, we can protect our self-worth and build healthy relationships that support and encourage our growth. Philosopher Epictetus once said, We cannot control the circumstances, but we can control our reactions to those circumstances. When faced with situations that cause anxiety or discomfort, remember that you always have a choice. You can choose to respond positively, seek solutions, or simply step back to protect yourself from unnecessary harm. For example, if you are in an important meeting where you feel insecure because you lack the necessary information, instead of forcing yourself to speak awkwardly, you can choose to listen, observe, and learn from others. Later, you can take the time to study and prepare more thoroughly so that next time you can confidently contribute and showcase your abilities. Avoiding situations that cause discomfort is not only a way to protect yourself, but it is also a smart strategy for focusing on what truly matters in life. By listening to and valuing your intuition, you can use your time and energy more effectively, moving towards a more fulfilling and happier life. Remember, intuition is not a supernatural power or an innate ability reserved for a select few. It is a part of human wisdom, nurtured and developed through life experiences, observation, and self-awareness. By practicing the ability to listen to your intuition, you can uncover hidden potentials within yourself, make wise decisions, and live a more meaningful and complete life. Let intuition be a trustworthy companion on your life journey, helping you navigate challenges, explore new opportunities, and achieve successes beyond your expectations. Step 10. Finding peace. A journey of rejuvenation through the things we love. In the whirlwind of modern life, where pressure and stress seem to constantly surround us, taking time for our favorite activities is not merely a form of entertainment. It is a journey to find peace, a precious spiritual remedy that helps to empty the mind and rejuvenate our energy. These are the moments when we can truly be ourselves, immersed in pure joy, temporarily forgetting the worries and burdens of everyday life. Running, immersing in nature, finding tranquility. As our feet start to move, in harmony with our steady breath, we feel the cool breeze caress our skin, dispelling worries and tension. With each gentle step on the green paths, we become one with nature, listening to the chirping of birds, the rustling of leaves, allowing our souls to relax and find tranquility. Every run is an opportunity to release negative energy, to let go of wandering thoughts, leaving only focus on the present moment, on each breath, on each movement of the body. Painting, a colorful world of freedom and creativity. With a brush in hand, we step into a world full of colors and emotions. Each stroke, each patch of color created is not just an expression of skillful hands, but also a liberation of the soul, a way to express our deepest thoughts and feelings. In this world, there is no right or wrong, no pressure or expectations, only boundless freedom and creativity. As we immerse ourselves in the creative process, all worries seem to fade away, leaving only joy and absolute relaxation. Reading, discovering new horizons, nurturing the soul. Opening a book, we step into a different world, a world of stories, characters, and new knowledge. Reading is not just a way to entertain, but also a way to nurture the soul, broaden our horizons, and discover new horizons. As we immerse ourselves in the pages, we forget the stresses of reality, allowing our minds to wander to distant lands, meet interesting people, and experience new emotions. The power of passion. Whether it's running, painting, reading, or any other activity, the important thing is to find joy and passion in it. When we do what we love, we not only relieve stress but also awaken positive emotions, stimulate creativity, and nurture our souls. These moments help us connect with ourselves, understand our values and dreams more clearly. Modern life, with the hustle and bustle of work, family, and social relationships, can leave us feeling exhausted and imbalanced. Spending time on our favorite activities is a way to recharge our souls, rejuvenate our energy, and find balance in life. When our minds are rested and relaxed, we can return to work and daily life with a refreshed spirit and greater efficiency. Cherish the moments you have for yourself to engage in activities you truly love. It's not just a way to entertain, but also a journey to find peace, nurture your soul, and live a more fulfilling life. By listening to your heart, dedicating time to your passions, you can discover hidden potentials, develop yourself, and create wonders in life. Let your favorite activities become an endless source of inspiration, helping you overcome challenges, conquer new heights, and live a meaningful and happy life. And that's the journey we've explored together in today's video, a journey towards liberation from overthinking, finding true peace and focus. I hope that the insights, stories, and advice shared in this video have planted positive seeds in your mind, helping you take the first steps on the path to mastering your own mind. Remember, you're not alone on this journey. We all have moments when we get caught up in the whirlwind of endless thoughts. But the key is to recognize and learn to let them go. Be patient with yourself. Practice the exercises and apply the tips we've shared together. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications so you don't miss future videos, where we'll continue to explore interesting topics on personal development, mental health care, and the pursuit of true happiness. Thank you for joining us on this journey. May you always find peace and happiness within your soul. See you in the next videos.